Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley. I am doing another Will I Buy It video. So this is my second Will I Buy It video, and I had a lot of fun making the first one. There are so many Will I Buy It videos floating around YouTube. So special shout out to Samantha March, because she is definitely the creator or one of the main creators of this particular series, and that's actually how I started watching her channel several years ago, because I was like, this is a cool concept, because the anti-haul was definitely strong. But it's kind of fun to hear like how people are planning to spend their money and like what makeup purchases they are very much interested in, and if they even pick it up along the way, you know. So I am reading from the Trend Mood 1 Instagram account, and there are so many things that have been released as of lately. I think the last time I did this video, it was maybe at least about a cool month ago. So let's go ahead and get started, because I have so many things to talk about, and I kind of want to go in depth into a lot of products because some things got released today, or more information about those products, and I'm like, yes, I can include it in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I scooted over so I can add in my pictures here. Okay, so if there's anything I don't have the price of, I will put it up there also. And then I will also leave all the items that I talk about down below in the description box. So let's get going. Okay, so the first item I want to talk about is Melt Cosmetics are coming out with highlighters. So they're coming out with some more highlighters, and you know, Melt Cosmetics can now be picked up in Sephora, which is great. So like easy access, loving that. So I still haven't tried anything from Melt Cosmetics, but these highlighters are looking pretty. I might pick up one, which is Genesis. Genesis is the peachy golden shade, and I think that is going to be beautiful. It can actually double as a lustrous blush, is saying. So the second shade is called Morningstar, and it's described as an opulent vanilla hue, and it has a pink pearl shift that creates like a glowy peachy look also on the skin. And like when I'm looking at these highlights, I'm like, ooh, they look really pretty. So I think on my complexion that the Morningstar one will be too like, you know, icy on my complexion. I don't know. It may not be, but I kind of want to swatch these in storage just to see what they look like. But I definitely like the Genesis highlighter. I think that's really pretty. It's actually not showing the price on here, and I'm confused as to why, but I do think I want to check this out. I don't think I'll pick it up right away, but I do think that the highlighter is really pretty. So another thing I'm going to talk about, I'm just kind of confused, and I'm just like, okay, people love this palette, but I'm like, you're bringing it out right now? Right now? So Too Faced is releasing the Gingerbread Spice palette again. So remember this palette, it was kind of like all the rage. It's definitely one of the better items that was released from Too Faced during the holiday season, because you know they do all those kits, and it's like the same eyeshadows that are in there every year, and it's just a different theme. But like not last year. Last year they had the Gingerbread Spice, but the year before that they had the Chocolate Gold. So that was definitely like a standout palette, and I know this palette was definitely a standout palette. So the Gingerbread Spice palette is now available. I think that you said you could pick it up at Nordstrom's, and you know Nordstrom is having their half yearly sale, or is it the anniversary sale? You know, it's one of those sales, you know, that they have. But I'm just like, okay, y'all releasing this now. But I mean, overall it is like a warm tone, fiery tone palette, so you could get away with using it right now. It doesn't scream like, oh, this is a winter palette. But it's just like, okay, Too Faced, I just would have waited, but they decided to do that. So keeping along with Too Faced, they are teasing like a new palette, and they have it out here with the Shake Your Pom Poms palette. And okay, Shake Your Pom Poms was just like boring. I was just like, you know what, Too Faced. Okay, but they're coming out with a new palette, and it's going to be called Palm Spring Dreams. And I think the idea is cute, and from what I can see of the photo, the Palm Spring Dreams is the one that's kind of back, and it has the shadows open, and it's bigger. It looks like it's like a 12-pan palette. That one actually looks kind of okay. It has a blue in there. It looks like it has a pink. It has gold. The packaging is definitely really cute on it. You know, Palm Springs is the desert if you haven't been to Palm Springs, so a lot of the houses are very desert inspired. They have a lot of pools. So, I mean, I think the color scheme is kind of pretty, but I don't think it's like nothing we've never seen before. At this time, the price is actually not listed on this palette. So, I guess just something to keep your eye out on. I don't know if I'll pick it up because I really don't need anything like that, but it looks okay. But it's just like Too Faced. It's like, come on. With the eyeshadows, y'all kind of losing. You're losing the battle here. I don't know. It's just, they haven't been very interesting as of lately. So I hate to say it, but it is what it is. So that's the Palm Spring Dreams. But otherwise, the packaging, I mean, it looks cute. It doesn't look bad. It's just not, oh my God, I need to run out and go get it. Okay, so Stilla is coming out actually with some new shadows. They're kind of like going on with the liquid eyeshadow trend, which I don't think is like a bad thing for them because they definitely do it right, but they are pricey. So they're actually coming out with the Stilla liquid shadow, and it looks like they come in about 6 colors, and they're running for $24. So it's definitely pricey. This is not definitely something like you have to kind of think about if you want to like actually commit to this one shadow for $24. But the color combinations seem really pretty. So yeah, it is actually available in 8 shades, excuse me. And so like I really like the green shade, and I really like that violet velvet that looks really, really pretty. They have like a regular taupe shade. They have kind of just the brown. It's very neutral, but the only 2 shades that actually stand out to me is the violet, and then actually that something blue that it's like a periwinkle blue, and then that green stands out to me. So these are actually available now, and you can pick them up at any place that Stilla is carried. And like I said, they are $24. So the only thing I would like to say about those, I'm not sure how these particularly perform, and I do think they're out, and there are a couple of videos floating around with them. But my thing with the Stilla liquid shadows is that, like I said, they're $24. So if you want 2, you're already at like basically $50. You want 3, you're basically at $75. And so that's a lot just for 3 shadows. So I kind of try to be cognizant of that, because I'm not going to use something like that all the time, you know. But if they would come out in mini sets, I think this is going to be like so much more beneficial, because you can get like 3 for $24. Like I definitely got my last little Stilla glitter set, and I could not leave it behind. But it was the minis, and it was 3 for $24. So that's just so much of a better buy. Because at least it's like I'm getting 3 shades, they're minis, so I don't have that much product, and as much product is not going to waste. But just to buy out like 1 shade for $24, I'll probably just have to pass on that particular product. So Jouer Cosmetics is coming out with a new highlighter. It's called Molten Glow, and it's an all over face and body highlighter. The packaging looks really pretty of this highlighter. I actually really like Jouer. I actually really like Jouer highlighters. I have the shade in Tan Lines, and it is so beautiful. It is like literally one of my favorite highlighters, but I don't wear it a lot right now because I kind of need a tan, so I need to be just a little bit deeper to kind of pull it off, because if not, you know, it can kind of pull too dark, because when I turn my face, it's like, oh, it's super glowy, but then, you know, kind of right here, it looks maybe sometimes just a little bit bruised, or if I just put on too much. But I love that highlighter, so I tend to put on a little bit too much, to be honest. So the highlighter is going to retail for $28, and like I said, and I think it actually comes with a petite kabuki brush. So this is something to look out for, and it's actually already available, so you can purchase it on Sephora. But if you go on Jouer.com, you can actually use the coupon code, and they have 15% off. So you can look it up. I believe Trim Mood has a coupon code that you can use for that highlight. So Viseart came out with a new palette, and it actually looks kind of pretty. I haven't tried like the full Viseart palettes. I've only tried like one of the mini Petite Pro palettes. But I was very surprised that they were coming out with a 12 pan palette that is 12 mattes. Well, it's 12 shades, and it's matte, shimmer, and satins. And so, because usually when they do their 12 pan full size, you know, shadows, they It's all matte, all shimmer. They tend not to mix formulas. In the mini petite pros, they will mix formulas, but they don't tend to do that with those big pans. Now, you know, Viseart is not cheap, so this is definitely $80. So, ooh. So I don't know if I'll pick this up. More than likely, I probably won't. But I really am interested in kind of trying Viseart out on a full scale versus more of this just the petite pro shadows. I know everybody talks so highly of Viseart. This palette is inspired by the downtown of NYC, and so that's where they're pulling their color scheme from. I'm not quite getting downtown NYC, but okay. So that palette is available now for pickup. Okay, so Estee Lauder, it just dropped like a beautiful collection. It's Estee Lauder with a collaborator, Doro Olowu, and he is a Nigerian-born fashion designer. And I mean, the packaging on this alone, I think the packaging gets me more than an eyeshadow. And I really shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be buying makeup just for the packaging, but it is so stinking cute. I mean, those polka dots and everything. So they're coming out with 2 eyeshadow palettes. Ironically, like the smokier cool tone palette is kind of calling my name, maybe because I don't have a lot of that, so that would actually be like a benefit to my collection. So they have the day eyeshadow palette, and then they have the night one. So the night one seems to be the one I'm interested in, and the palettes actually retail for $39, which isn't bad. It's a matte and pearl finishes, and they come with a mirror inside with his exclusive signature. And then they also have the double wear eye pencils that they came out with, and the holes are designed, and they're $26. And then there's also the Pure Color Envy Sculpting Lipstick exclusive, and his design case is $32. So some of the things are quite pricey, but I might pick up that eyeshadow palette. I don't know. I just think like the packaging, I'm sorry, the packaging is really getting me on this. And I just think that the color schemes are really pretty. If I was just to look at it, it's like, the color schemes are really pretty, but I might just like go in stores and swatch this and just see how I feel about it and pick it up. So Colored Raine, they're actually coming out with a new item, and it is a sponge or their version of the Beauty Blender, and it's actually is really affordable. Colored Raine is a fabulous brand, so if you have not checked them out, you need to check them out. I have several videos about Colored Raine products on my channel, so go watch one of those videos. But they are coming out with their new version of a sponge, or this is actually new to their lineup for products, and it's $6. Like, you cannot beat that. $6. They're described to be super soft, latex free, and Colored Raine is cruelty free. So I think that is super awesome. I do want to pick one of these up. And then also keeping along with Colored Raine, they are collaborating with the television show Power. I love the show Power. So if you have not watched Power is actually supposed to be in this last season. This is the 6th season, and it comes on Stars, and it's the brainchild of 50 Cent, you know, the rapper. But the show is super good. It's really good. So I'm just really interested to see what this collection is going to be like. I think it's going to be super edgy. I think it's going to be beautiful at the same time. It's going to be a little gritty. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I'm sure it's probably going to be like some type of eyeshadow palette and some liquid lipsticks. You know, Colored Raine eyeshadows are like they're up here. It's like they're one of my top quality, affordable, great brand. So I'm really interested to see what Colored Raine times Power television show collection is going to look like. And I think that's super dope, you know, collaborating with, it's lots of girls who like Power, and lots of us wear makeup, and we love Colored Raine. So it's just kind of like a dope collaboration. So I'm really excited to see what that is going to be. Okay, Natasha Denona is actually coming out with a new mini palette. So the mini palette she's coming out with is the Tropic palette. Okay, and I don't know, like when they pre-released that she was coming out with a new mini palette, I was just like, I don't think Tropic palette was on my radar. But if I look at it, if I look at the mini palette, the Tropic palette is literally just the last row of the Tropic palette, which was the best row of the Tropic palette. So it actually makes sense that she would come out with that, because most people, they didn't buy it because the first 2 rows were like just so muted, and especially if you're a woman of color, you kind of had to worry about if this is something that you would, you know, it would look right on you, if it wouldn't be ashy. But definitely the last row was the most interesting row of the palette. It was just like two rows of just really soft neutrals. It's like, okay, except for that one shade Limoncello. So I think this was actually really smart of her to come out with this mini palette and just this. So I'm not going to pick this up because I've seen a couple reviews on it and it's been like, watch them for yourself, make your own decisions. You know, the mini palettes retail for $25, but I'm not going to really pick it up because at this point I have so many blue, I have so many green, I have so many aquamarine shades. It's like, girl, I can save my coins, okay? I don't need to purchase that. So I'm going to pass over that. But I think that that was quite smart because a lot of people did kind of want that palette just for the bottom row. And it just didn't make sense to spend $125 for that bottom row. So good job, I guess, coming out with that. But it seems like, I mean, well, it's summer. So yeah, but... Okay, so Kim Kardashian, she is coming out with her new Obsessed collection. And I'm not gonna lie, the shades are super cute. But at this point, we don't need another warm eyeshadow palette. But I know this is something that's totally different for her brand, totally different for her aesthetic. So, I mean, and there are gonna be people who love this. I mean, like if I didn't have these colors like 50 times over, maybe I would purchase it. I've actually never purchased anything from her brand. Nothing has made me want to be like, ooh, yes, I need this. I heard the stuff is kind of, it seems expensive. I know the palette is going to be called, it's the Soo Fire Palette, and that's $45 for 10 shades. And of course, it's warm metallic palette. Like, we've seen that before. And then they have the eyeliners, where actually the eyeliners are really pretty colors, but I have those with the Urban Decay eyeliners. So those retail for $10. And then you have the Soo Fire Gloss, and those retail for $18. So I guess she has kind of brought down her shadow palettes, where her shadow palette's like $50 at one point. I don't remember, but $45 for the 10 shades. I think her palette should be really more like in the $39 mark, but you know, it is what it is. And I've heard the shipping can be kind of expensive, but overall, I think the palette is really pretty. I have heard good things about her eyeshadows, like hit or miss. So, but if you're in the market for a neutral, warm tone, fiery palette, this could be the palette for you. I mean, I like the colors. I see nothing wrong with this color concept. It's just that I have this so many times over in my collection. So, keeping up with the sisters. You like how that? Keeping up with the Kardashians, keeping up with the... Whatever. It was corny, I know. But Kylie, you know, she is on a roll. She has a Kylie skin coming out. I don't know how I feel about the Kylie skin, but she is launching her huge summer collection. You know, I do applaud Kylie because, you know, she is definitely consistent with coming out with things, and she comes out with full collections. Like, she does not sell things short. When she goes with the theme, she is going with the theme, okay? And sometimes I like that. The palette actually looks really pretty. The palette, it does not say how much, so I'll have to kind of put the prices there. But she is coming out with palettes, and she is coming out with 3 lipstick shades, and she's coming out with a lip brush. And the 4 shimmer eye glazes. Now, out of everything, I think the 4 shimmer eye glazes look really, really pretty. I'm like, okay, I can't even front on the eye glazes. Like that aquamarine one with the gold duochrome flip. If that comes to Ulta, I might just pick it up. That is super pretty. And it comes in like a peach, and then it comes in a gold and like a softer kind of rose gold color. But that green one with that gold flip, that is gorgeous. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll grab it if it comes to Ulta. It probably take a while to come to Ulta, quite honestly, because I'm sure she's going to put all her new releases on her website first. And the eyeshadow palette is actually not bad too. I'm not hating on that. The eyeshadow palette is pretty. I'm really digging the purple and the green, and then that aqua darker color, and even that peach color, even some of the bronzes and golds. I think all the mattes kind of look the same to me, so that would be an issue because like literally the shade, the first shade in the last row and the middle shade, or the second to last shade in the bottom row, I'm like, that's the same color. But you know, it could have been really fun if she had put like maybe an orangier matte in there and then maybe like a green matte to complement those greens shimmers. But you know, to each his own. So, but I'm really not mad at that eye glaze that's in that shade. What is it called? It's probably called Night Swim or maybe Deep Sea Dreams. Let's see. Oh, it is called, no, it's called Aqua Mama. I am not mad at that. Like I said, that's really pretty. Okay, so let's jump into a new brand by Lady Gaga. So it is called Haus Laboratories. I think the name is cute. I like the packaging. I'm just a tiny bit confused as to the pictures and what I see. I'm like, okay, is part of it the gloss and the other part is the eye cream, but I know that there's 6 lip glosses and there's 6 lip liners launching, and there are also 6 like liquid shimmer eyeshadows that are launching, and then you can get 9 different duos, and the 2 lip liner duos retail for $26. The 2 glosses retail for $32, and 2 Glam Attacks, which I'm sure those are the shimmer eye powders, retail for $36. So it's a lot of different sets. You can mix and match it. Only thing for me about sets is like, if it's not your personal preference, then you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean? Like, I want this over this. So I also thought it was pretty interesting. Like, she's launching on Amazon, which I feel like it's kind of cool. It's not going to be cool if you live maybe outside the country and you don't have access to Amazon. But I think she is going to be launching on her own site. Yes, she will be launching on Haus Labs. That is her own site, and on Amazon. So you can pre-order this stuff for July 15th at midnight at PST. But she's not going to ship it out until September. So I don't know if I want to pre-order anything that early for launch in September. But some of the like lip liners and the eye crayons, like especially like that green one, they look so pretty. In the glosses, so I wouldn't mind trying it in this Amazon. So I wonder if it's going to be available for Prime. You think so? You think you can get that on Prime shipping? Because you know sometimes Prime, like certain things don't qualify for Prime shipping. I wonder what y'all think. Let me know down below. But I think it's really cool. I kind of wonder what she's going to be coming out with later on. I know that she had like sneaked her brand at the Met Gala. She had like a whole, you know, she changed like 5 times. But behind her, if you guys saw that wagon, I believe those were the products of this beauty line that she was toting around with her. So I'll be very interested to see the performance of the products. But like Amazon, everybody can get to Amazon, but you'll have to order. I wonder what the shipping will be like if, from her website direct if you're outside the country. But that is something to keep a watch for. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I'm being petty. I'm not trying to be, but I just have to put these lipsticks up here first. Honey, when I saw this post on Instagram on Trimmel's page, I was just like, she back already? Oh, okay. But no, this is actually by Red Earth Beauty. And I'm not going to front. Y'all know I love a red lipstick. These are so pretty. But the fact that it's in that packaging makes you think that this is JH. But I like this packaging better than the JH packaging. But I didn't order those lipsticks, so don't even feel sorry for me. And the swatches are so pretty. I would not be opposed to trying one of these lipsticks. They retail for $21 each. I have never tried Red Earth Beauty before. I just love red lipstick. Okay, my camera cut off. I have no idea where to stop. But when I was looking at these lipsticks, I was just like, ooh. Like, honey, she back already, but she got red this time instead of nude shades. But it's not that. It's Red Earth Beauty. These retail for $21 each, and they come out with 4 shades. And you can use a coupon code for them to save 15% off. I really want to try out that shade Firework. I think that shade is so pretty. It's bold, it's blue base, so it's going to look great on most complexions. That shade is beautiful, and the packaging is beautiful. So it looks like that, yeah, they are available now for pickup. So I might pick up one of these shades, even though I don't need another red lipstick, but you know, we'll see. I may not. So let's talk about Makeup Revolution. So Makeup Revolution, you know, they got to keep up with everybody, what they're doing. So they are bringing out the food, okay? So they have the avocado palette, they have a pizza theme, and they have the chili. Like, so to me, I really like the avocado palette. I think the avocado palette is actually quite beautiful. I might pick this up. Like, part of me was like, maybe. Part of me was like, but I don't need any more greens, but this is green a slightly different way. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I don't know. But they retail for $15. You know, you could probably pick these up at Ulta, Makeup Revolution. So this is actually from the Makeup Revolution part, because you know they have Revolution Beauty also. It's like, what's the difference? And then they also have like the fruity compacts, and those are the highlighters. So they have banana, and they have pineapple and strawberry and peach, and those retail for $7 each. Now out of the pizza and the chili palette, I'm like, they're okay, but I really like the avocado. I think it's cute. The pizza palette is not bad, but I think the avocado palette is cute. But they're definitely like, you know, Glam Light definitely came through with, you know, the pizza and all the food stuff. So, you know, Makeup Revolution. You know how they go. Okay, so I want to go ahead and talk about the lip bar. So the lip bar is a brand that I've talked about quite often on my channel. The lip bar is a black-owned brand. You can find them in Target. And so they specialize in very wonderful liquid lipsticks, colorful lipsticks. They were also featured on Shark Tank. I know the owner, they didn't invest in their brand, but they are doing great despite them not investing in their brand. But they just came out with their first product that is not a lipstick, and there are bronzers. And so these are so pretty. They're bronzer and like blush glow duos. So they come in 5 shades, and so I picked up the shade called Girls Night. So I am really looking forward to that shade. That the person in the middle is actually the owner of the lip bar, and you'll see Melissa like everywhere on a lot of the campaign ads. So I picked up the shade Girls Night. Now it's a duo, and it is available for $20, but on the website they had these little bundles, because you know we love bundles. So the bundle includes one of their lip liners. They also just launched lip liners, which is great because you're the lip bar, so we need lip liners to go with your lipsticks. So it came with a brown lip liner, it came with one of their lipstick, and the Girls Night. So all of that was $37. So I think that is such a great deal. The shipping is super fast on the lip bar. Like I ordered the other day, it's already on the way. It'll be here tomorrow. So I'm super excited about this launch, and so I just wanted to make sure I shared it with you guys, because it's not actually like something that's on Trend Musa. I'm actually reading this from the Lip Bar Instagram account. Okay, so Milani has 3 new palettes out, and they are really pretty. So it's like they're eyeshadow palettes, and they come with 2 highlighters, and these are new Gilded palettes, and they are available now. They should be in Walmart. I know the Gilded Ember palette you could actually pick up from Amazon, and that one was released first. And we have the Gilded Ember Hyper palette, and that one, it says it's inspired by the 2019 Pantone Color of the Year Living Coral. I mean, I see that, but it just kind of looks warm, fiery. Warm palette, like how we've been having. And then they have the Gilded Jade Hyper. I really want this one. I think it is so pretty. So I really need to track this down. Then they have the Gilded Violet Hyper, and that one is really pretty also, but I'm definitely probably interested the most in that Jade palette. And these palettes actually retail for $19.99. You know, it's Milani. They're affordable. Milani has like incredible products. Only thing I don't like about Milani is like they can kind of be a little hard to locate. It's like when the store carries them, they don't have everything. It's like they got the standard blushes and maybe some of the lipsticks, but they never have the new eyeshadow palettes or the new. So it's like their stuff is always so broken up between different retailers. Like some stuff is at Walmart, some stuff is at Target, some stuff you can find. Matter of fact, I don't even think, well, you can find a little bit of Milani at the Target I go to, but not a lot. And then Walmart, and they have one palette on Amazon. Like, stop it. Put your stuff together. Like, can we get a whole display of Milani? I'm so sick of like trying to find a Milani product if I'm in a store that carries Milani, and then like you don't even have the rest of the stuff there. Or like your Milani section's this freaking big. Hate it. It drives me crazy. So Milani is actually a brand I would use more, but I feel like the stuff I want I can't find. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like ordering from the website. You know, some brands is like they're supposed to be super accessible. Like I don't want to have to go through ordering it. If I'm happy to be at the store and I go through the little makeup section and then there it is, boom, I'll pick it up. But if I got to go online, I'm like, I don't want to go online for that. I don't. You know, certain brands I'm like that. I'm like, Milani, I just don't feel like I need to be online or I need to be like running from store to store to store to get it. Like, have your full collection at multiple retailers. Whatever retailers you're going to go in, have all your stuff there, okay? Every once in a while you can do exclusive, but this palette don't need to be over there. That one don't need to be over. I'm done with my rant, okay? Let me know if you feel the same way, because I promise you it's always that way with Milani. Always. Like, the store, I'm a retail pharmacist. Like the store I work in has Milani, and they don't even have all the stuff. It's so annoying. So that's my rant. But I want that Jade one, and Karen Harris did review it on her channel, and she gave it some good reviews. So, and even that purple one looks really pretty, like that bluish purple shade. Let me not get drawn in, girl. You got stuff like that. I got stuff like that green one too, but whatever. We ain't talking about that right now. Okay, so I have two more things I want to talk about, and they're both by Miss Pat McGrath herself. Okay, we know we love Pat McGrath. Okay, so she has dropped some more mini lip sets, and I like the mini lip sets because, you know, you get 3 for $25. That's perfect. You know, spending $25 on each lipstick, that ain't cool. So she is coming out with minis, and these are actually the minis of her Lust Fetish Balm. And so I really want to pick this up. I haven't picked it up yet. And you get 3. You get a clear one, you get blow up, and then you get flesh 3. And I really do like flesh 3. I have flesh 3 in the gloss. I think I have flesh 3 in one of her lipstick formulas before she changed it to the actual bullet when it was more of the stick size. But I definitely do want to pick this up. I haven't picked it up yet. I haven't picked it up recently. I haven't picked it up yet, but this is definitely something I'm interested in picking up. But what I really want to talk about is the foundation. So I talked about this in the last Will I Buy a video, that she was coming out with something really big. And I was like, I think it's going to be complexion. And the girl at Sephora, when I was checking out for something, she was like, I think it's going to be complexion too. And if you follow Pat McGrath's Instagram account, she posts like all these things that she gets inspiration from, and it's like something coming new, or if it's just like inspiration, you know. So, and then she kept saying skin, and so I was like, she's coming out with complexion. I can see it. So I'm so glad that I was able to kind of film this today, because I was like, okay, there are no swatches of this foundation. I'm gonna do this video and the foundation launches next week and we don't have any swatches, but you announced it last month that you're coming out. You know, after I filmed the first video, that you are actually indeed coming out with complexion products. And so Pat McGrath is calling this, you know it's experience. You know it's experience. So she is calling it the system, okay? So the system includes the Skin Fetish Foundation, and it comes in 36 shades, and you know, oh, it's Pat McGrath, so it's $68. Okay, you know she's a luxury brand, so let's just put that aside, okay? 36 shades and $68. So I'm picking this up. I have redeemed a Sephora gift card, like, you know, one of those Rouge Point Perk gift cards for $100. This is how I'm going to purchase that foundation, okay? And a couple of other products that I want. So the foundation comes out in 36 shades. I will insert the swatches here. I think they look beautiful. And she says this is actually what she puts in her kit, and I believe her. I think that this is going to be so good. I'm very interested to see what like Naima Tang says. I hope she reviews the foundation. But the reason why I say that, because they have this beautiful person right here. I'm just going to put the picture. Look how deep he is. And they said they are using shade 36 on him. So I think this is going to work like across the gamut, because she says that this is what she uses. And she's been testing this out for, I want to say, about 5-6 years, maybe a little bit longer. So this has been in the making. And so it is going to be a satin finish, sheer to medium buildable coverage for fresh, natural looking skin. And it's going to be self-setting. So, you know, I have just kind of gotten into foundation on my channel, and I'm just like, yes, I'm excited about this, okay? And it says it's going to have a serum-like film and a diamond powder to diffuse light. So there are 5 shades of her powder. There's going to be light, medium, deep, medium, and deep. And there's also going to be a moisturizer that is going to be a primer. And the primer is $60. So that's why I was like, let me prepare myself now. I was like, I'm going to redeem one of them gift cards so I can get the primer, okay? And it says the primer is infused with hyaluronic acid to help prevent water loss, leaves behind a smooth, velvety finish. So I think this is going to be perfect for my skin. She has 2 face brushes, and the foundation brush is $55 and the powder brush is $58. And I want the foundation brush, to be honest, okay? So I was like, ugh, the primer, foundation, and the brush. I'm like, ugh. So I'm hesitant about the powder because I cannot really do powder. Like, it makes my skin very dry. Like, I bought the Fenty powder at the beginning of the year. It's still sitting there. I don't even touch it. And there's nothing wrong with that powder. It's just that I have dry skin. So I think, if anything, I'm going to ask for a sample of the powder just to see if I like it. And that's what I should have done with the Fenty one, or just return the Fenty one. I don't like returning things all the time, but I should have just returned it, okay? But I think I'm going to ask for a sample of the powder just to see how my skin goes with it, because I don't want to pay that type of money for a powder. And then, you know, with the the gift card is only going to go so far with that Sephora Rouge Point Perk. It's $100 and you have to spend it all in one setting, and then, you know, you cannot do any returns. So I definitely plan on reviewing this foundation for you guys, but I'm going to go in store and see it first, because I don't want to pick up the wrong shade. I can't exchange it, especially if I use that gift card, because I think that would be the smartest way for me to use this card. 36 shades. I think it's going to be great. I want the primer because it says it's going to have the hyaluronic acid in it. I think that's going to really work. I've really been enjoying the primers that I have, like the Tatcha and the Milk makeup one. That's, what is the Hydro Bomb? What? No. Yeah, the Hydro Primer. I've really been enjoying those underneath my complexion products. Even if I just do spot conceal, I feel the difference in my skin. So I am so excited about this, and you know, I think it's going to be great. It's going to definitely be expensive, and whenever there's a sale at Sephora, you know, this is probably going to be like one of the first things to go. But honestly, like, done foundations by like Dior or who else? The Tint Idol, don't they cost about the same amount of money? Like, so I don't think it's terrible. Yes, it's expensive. The foundation brush I think I want it. I don't know. We'll see. And then the only thing I'm worried about with the foundation is I'm going to a destination wedding this weekend. So I'm like, ooh, what color am I going to be when I try to shade match myself with this foundation? Like, I don't want to buy the wrong shade because I have like this super tan either. I'll figure it out. But I'm super excited about this foundation, if you could not tell. Yeah, I'm excited. I think she's going to hit it on the money. Like, people, like, even though it's 36 shades, like, I think it's going to work. Like, look at the girl who is medium deep like that. Like, first of all, 23. If you can see that, on that medium deep arm, like, 23, it just like blends in with her. Like even on the light girl, like 1.6, just like, or actually 1.5, between 1.5, it just goes. It's kind of hard to see on the deep arm, but I mean, the medium arm, that shade 18, it just goes, like, you can't even see it unless you just like look at the pictures. So yeah, I think this is going to be good. So let me know what you think about picking up. Are you gonna pick up anything? Are you like, nah girl, So let me know down below in the comments, and give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. You know I would love to have you here, part of my little makeup family. Oh, if you didn't notice my case, you see my phone case? Does it look familiar? I've showed this to you guys before, but look. Yep, Mothership 5 artwork. I got this off of Selfridges in London. When she launched her brand in London, I picked this up, and I picked up a t-shirt. I have yet to wear it, but I love my phone case. So I'll link this down below if you want to see this also. And it was like only $25, so that, you know, that's a standard, like, higher end phone case. You know, some phone cases are like $50, like Kate Spade's. But let me know down below if you're going to pick up anything. Like I've said before, please subscribe to my channel. And you know I'll have another video for you very, very soon. So I'll see you later. Bye. That's the chair dance for today. Bye.